Alright guys, this is Stallzy and welcome back to another video. This one we're going to be VOD reviewing my Contender Hype Cup gameplay and put some of the enemy POVs in it. Started off the session with a little Kovacs training. This is one of the Aim 7 speed training drills that I do. And yeah, this video has taken over 4 hours to edit. It's probably going to take a couple of hours to upload, and now I'm going to have to do the voiceover for an hour or two. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment, and we're going to get into the first game in just a moment. Okay, so here we are with the first game. I'm landing, I think it's called Sunny Steps, just to the northeast of Daily Bugle. This is where I've been landing the last couple of Hype Cups. Pretty good location in terms of not many people going here, and there's a few chests and there's a decent amount of wood and brick nearby, so I like it. So you can see my enemy here, he's already got a gun. I haven't got a gun. And I am planning on taking a fight with this guy. Try and get him out of the way early. That's usually how I play this POI anyway. So I've only got a pistol at the moment. And I'm not sure what he's picked up. I think he might have had an SMG on the ground. I'm not too sure. I'd have to like pause the gameplay. But you can see here he's got 100 shield off. I've only got 50 right now, so I'm really trying to get chests. I don't know how much shield he's got, but I'm going to assume that he's found at least 2 minis, because most people tend to off spawn. So I see him actually on the top of this rooftop, and I think he's like a Kovacs target. He's just running like left to right very like linearly. And so yeah, I thought he's going to hold height here whilst I'm just quickly farming some mats just to prepare. He goes down the side of the roof here, I don't know why, so I punish him for it. He then does some very good evasive tunneling, as you can see with the stair behind him and stuff. And he manages to pop off another 100 shield. For some reason he spawned around all the shield, I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't actually get the kill on this guy, and this guy does survive way past the time you know, I'm alive in this game, unfortunately. So, you know, I back off, open some more chests, farm some mats, and then I get this diamond on my head. I don't know what it's about, but I've just watched the Jerian video, and apparently it's like, you know, those little space kind of scan locations. You can do that, and then it pulls up like a pulse. So that's what it is. So this guy's sneaking up on me. I'm not sure what his business is. I didn't know he was there until the visualized footsteps told me here. And so I'm getting ready to ADS. Fortunately, I placed the wall on the ramp there. And we start having a little bit of a build fight. He instantly pretty much gets high ground. I try and knock him out. Boom, try and jump and get a shot on him. I somehow missed that. And then it becomes a little bit of a stalemate. I don't think he aggresses too much. One of my pet peeves in this chapter at the minute, after being back from like a 14-month break, so my mechanics aren't the best at the moment, is the trees on the map. So you'll see now there's the guy who's just come in from the Daily Bugle. He had the Spider-Man mythic and he came over here because he heard the shooting. He sat on a wooden ramp. I'm just shooting this guy launch padded or something. Why not? I don't know really why. And then for some reason I reload with 24 bullets. Give this guy a really nice bit of damage there and get a little fluky crack on his shield. But look at that. I get sniped from the side. So all I needed to do was place one wall to my side.
Fucking cheeky sniper.
You can hear me raging. So game 2. I think this time I land at the mansion. This has been an area I've been trialing in arena. I did it one game of the previous Hype Cup. And yeah, you can get Spider-Man mythic really easily. And it doesn't seem to be too contested, and there's a lot of chests. And also a decent amount of wooden brick on spawn. I'm not sure about metal though. There is some in the kitchen. But other than that, it's not a huge metal area. I will show you, I think it's this game, I do move into Sleepy Sounds or whatever it's called. You know, the area just to the east of this on the map. And I have a little nice spot to farm metal here, which I'll show you. So I'm just farming some materials and pop a pepper, which I find in the kitchen. and I go to get the Spider-Man mythic. Something funny that happens here is I didn't realise this is one of those trees which falls when you destroy it. Usually I go and interact to pick up the thing, but I thought it was going to fall on me for some reason, and I missed picking it up. So I pick it up here. No one contested me on spawn, and I head over to this little mountain just to my left. And usually there's you know, 1 or 2 chests here, but unfortunately for me this time I believe there are no chests. But there's a decent amount of brick to be had up here. One criticism I'd say, and something I should probably improve on, is now that I have the Spider-Man mythic, I should probably use that to rotate around. You'll see I spend a lot of time here rotating by foot, and you'll see it by the little timer underneath the map, you know, how long the storm's got to come in. So here's the area I was talking about. It's this little kind of support of this building in Sleepy Sound. And yeah, I just start destroying this. It gives me a good 200 metal, I think, at least, and then you can go inside this building, I believe, and there's a good amount of metal there. So I'm at 324 and I've got max wood, max brick. I don't like to go through shifty really on my rotation because there's usually people fighting there, to be honest, in Contender anyway. So I just kind of Spider-Man mythic around it and get out of the way. So I think I get to the bridge here and I land somewhere halfway down the bridge. I catch myself with a floor, and that is where we find our next enemy, who will pop up on screen in a second. So here they are, a little Jennifer Walters, I think, or whatever the name of the skin is. Just randomly starts ramping up. I don't know why. I don't know if they knew I was there or they just decided to finally come out of the box. Started taking some shots at me. I was very quick to react there, as you can see with the builds. But I've only got an MK and a SMG. This is a pattern with a lot of the games. I just never seem to find shotgun. So, or I'm just prototyping gigs, I'm not sure. But yeah, please do let me know what you think of my builds. Some guy comes in with a Spider-Man, so I pull out of that. I try to avoid it. I don't want to get third-partied. I see them go into the bush, so I'm pretty sure they're still in this bush. I'm sure they stay there for a solid few minutes, but I'm not going to run into the bush and 50-50 that, just because I only have the SMG really. The MK is decent hip fire. I have had some really good aim with it, but I just back off here and build a little brick base. The building's not particularly great. If you guys can perhaps, you know, let me know what I'm doing wrong with the crosshair placement. I find it really difficult. Some people say, you know, look straight down and then, you know, just to get the first square on the floor and then look up to get your higher layers. So maybe that's what I should have done. So for whatever reason I've not cut the gameplay here, so we'll see why. Maybe I should have cut the gameplay here because it doesn't seem there's anything going on. Maybe I'm just going to say, like, I sit in this box pretty much for a long time and I get placement. So I'm at 9 points here and I get to 17 points from this game just by staying in this box. You know, it's a strategy I've seen Rez on in a cash cup a couple of weeks ago. He just gets center zone in this kind of size circle and just holds in a box, doesn't take shots at anyone. So here I'm just I just quickly edited down my box and added a little bit more support with that ramp because at the minute there's only 4 walls holding it up, I believe. Yeah, so here that guy with the aura skin was just randomly like edit piecing a floor, like trying to make it float or something, I don't know. Then he comes around me on the Spider-Man. He just starts circling my builds for some reason, so I try not to move. But when he eventually, you know, decides to aggress, I add a floor underneath my cone just to make it a little stronger. I let him have that wall and extend out that way, just to give myself a little bit more breathing room. I replaced the wall as well, so now he no longer has that piece. As you can see from his POV, if I tried editing out the top of my Conan floor, he had a wall there which would have blocked me. So I kind of did like a little bit of a fake out here. I think I purposely did fake him out, and he wasted a lot of builds trying to aggress on me there. So it's kind of successful in my point of view. Then he tries to take another wall for whatever reason. So I just replace it again. A little bit slow on it. You know, it is possible this guy could get into my base, but I am really just playing for placement here. I'm not too confident in my loot. Maybe, you know, I need to watch people who have this kind of loadout, but I'm used to seeing everyone with a shotgun or at least 2 SMGs, so 1 SMG doesn't fill me with a ton of confidence. Then these 2 guys start build fighting above me. I just sit there. So stare at the other POV because there's not much going on mine. I just thought this was quite funny. So this guy who's aggressing the aura skin is going full balls to the wall, and he follows the launch pad now. You'll see my mouse actually kind of tracking with my camera. So the aura's in a really crap position and they're trying to hide on the edge of a tree. I'm not sure how many builds they got, but I think the guy actually hits the tree out and then peace controls, gets a nice kill there. And this guy is on 12 kills at the point they killed that aura. So I don't know what they were doing. They're a TTV. Okay, so now I've cut forward a little bit because there wasn't much happening. This guy's again fighting someone else. He gets the kill. I think the video is a little bit out of sync. Sorry about that. Some of them, it's really difficult to sync them up. I don't know why. And for some reason someone did a bounty on me. And again, there's another build fight happening right on top of me. And it's this Benji Fishy Siren skin versus the Twitch guy, I think. But they just play it really safe. They start trying to build fight someone who's like on really high ground, you'll see in a minute. And as you can see, I'm on the right on the edge of zone, and I am planning to try and move into like center zone, or you know, when the next one comes in. I want to move out of this box. I have the Spider-Man mythic, so I'm going to use that. But I am aware that there's 2 people above me and they're probably going to try and beam me as soon as I leave. And there could be people outside of this box also. Keeping eyes on, you know, people moving into the center. So yeah, I just try and play for placement here. We're at 15 points. I get 16. I don't know if each placement now gives you 1 point. Maybe that's the case. So there's 7 people left and the zone's this big. It's not quite champs, you know, level of stacked, is it? But I wouldn't know because I've only had champs I think once. Maybe I've never hit champs. Chapter 2 season 3 or chapter 2 season 2 I was. So that's because I have not played since chapter 2 season 4. It's not like I've not been able to get it for that many seasons like consistently. It's just I've not been playing. I haven't really played much the last week, I forgot to say, so this was my gameplay from Saturday, and I haven't played yet. It's now Monday because I wanted to get this edited. So this guy tried to pump me, he missed the pump I think. I built in metal. My Spider-Man cooldown came and then I didn't know how to fight it, so I just tried to run away, and here I should have moved out to the side. He killed me. I couldn't move backwards because you can see there's that tree, and trees are the bane of my existence, it seems, at some points in this. So this guy actually gets stuck in my metal walls. I thought, wow, it'd be funny if he actually died to zone, but he didn't die to zone. But his end game moves here, like the way he decides to try and go up to height or, you know, use the Spider-Man is really questionable. So I just wanted to leave this in, just so you guys could see what they did. So they used the launch pad, which I had. I could use that launch pad, but they for some reason launch up to here, which is not even in zone. And then this guy could easily shoot them out. But fortunately they make use of the Spider-Man, which I think they got from me. And yeah, I think that's all that I see. So yeah, I'll shut up. Okay, so moving into game 3. I think I land the mansion again. Yeah, I land the mansion again. However, it looks like we have a successful spawn. I just skip all of the looting. This is my loadout again. I've got no shotgun. Let me know if this is a good loadout. I don't really know, but I don't really like using the Spider-Man mythic too much because I feel like you get focused if there's a lot of people around. maybe I'm just being a bit of a noob there. So I see 2 people fighting in the distance here, so I want to go check this out. Maybe get a nice third-party beam when I'm close. So I find this guy farming wood, and I just give him a couple of tags, and he managed to hit 1 successfully. And at this point it looks like we're on. They've got clear high ground on me, so I'm having to be careful, and so I use the Spider-Man here to close the distance. They managed to hit me with pump only for 13, so not the end of the world, but I don't have pump. I reset the wall. Thought it was quite good. Tried to expand out, but we are on the ground. And maybe this is a repeating pattern for me, is that I stay near the ground level. A few times I've died here, I don't actually build up. I'm not very confident in my ability to outcrank people. So at this point I just try and leave my Spider-Man. I miss the first web and then I get out of there. Do get beamed a little bit. I tried to return just for a little bloom fight. Did okay to do that. And then I think here I try to leave because they start fighting someone else actually. So it's a good opportunity for me to get out of there. And yeah, I'm 200 HP again, so that's good. So I think the person that this guy then fights was trying to shoot me. And I go around this area of the map, which I've never been to. Maybe this is just added because of Tilted, I'm not sure. And yeah, some random guy just snipes me. I don't know why. Fortunately, they didn't hit. So I just try and use that wall for cover. Back off. And then I think I completely dip out there with the Spider-Man in a sec. So you can see that person who I was fighting just got killed. And then, yep, I leave with the Spider-Man mythic. Completely out of there to the next zone because it's all the way in the kind of sandy area. So I want to get out of there into the next circle as soon as possible to try and get that placement. But unfortunately, I decided to take a fight here, which I probably shouldn't have perhaps. My AR ammo is less than a full mag. My SMG ammo is only 60 bullets. And I have a lot of shield, but I just don't have the guns. My mats are okay, but they're definitely not what I want to be in like for an end game. I want to have at least 5.5 and then like 300 metal. So yeah, I'm kind of scuffed. This guy just finished the fight, so I tried to make sure if he needed to pop shields, I can spray that wall and stop him from healing. But from the look of it, it looks like this guy doesn't need to pop any shields. So yeah, I grabbed a shotgun here because the AR is not got any ammo. It's a useless gun for me to hold. I don't have a shotgun. It's a grey one, so yeah, here I should have covered my side with some walls or a cone. Then like a FIFO cone to the right or something, I guess. And yeah, here I'm trying to build up, but I get stuck. So I just kind of put myself in a 2x1 box. And try and find an angle here, which I can hit them. Only deal 27 and then get stuck in a box. Well, they don't even box me. I just don't know what to do there because I only have an SMG, I think. But if there was a better way for me to play that, actually no, I didn't have a shotgun, but I don't know. I don't know how I got outplayed there really, so please do give me criticisms on that fight. Hopefully I'm not talking too much, but I'm trying to talk through. So here I've gone back to Sunny Steps, and this guy's clearly quite a way behind me in terms of the drops. So what I decide to do is I get this chest, and I manage to get an SMG out of this chest, and I go for the little beam. I don't get SMG out of the chest, I get it off the floor loot. Only one bullet hits, which is not great from me. Tried to get another one with tap firing. This guy gets a free kill because I don't know if that person had a gun or what, they just gave up. So that guy got 50 shield straight off, and I still don't have any shield. And then also they find chug splashes. Oh, okay, he must have got a hit. But yeah, because I hit him at the start, he didn't have 50 shield, he needed to pop a mini, but now he's on 90 I think, or 80 something. I've only got 50, and fortunately that big ammo box gave me some minis. But here, yeah, I'm just trying to aggress. I've got 2 SMGs, so I'm feeling really confident. And I notice him here off to the side. And a way that I've been dying a lot in these cash cups and arena is people will just crouch. So I try and sneak up on him with the crouch. You can see he turns away just as I'm trying to move up on him. And unfortunately, it's just the angle and the height that I can't see him. He can see me crouching on him. And he lands some very, very heavy shots. Does me for over 110 damage. And at this point, I try and just build up here. Go for a shot. He lands a crazy flick. You can go have a look at that. And this cup is an absolute shambles. Yeah, I kept turning my mic up to talk after I died a few times because I was just getting frustrated. So we're already on to game 5. I'm not sure how long it had taken me to get into game 5. I think I started the cup 45 minutes late, so I did need to get rid of some of the games. So there's 2 people fighting here at Logjam, and this I can't even remember the name of the skin, the Santa Girl skin, something Ops, isn't it? And I don't know if they're trying to come after me or if they're trying to get in on the third party on Logjam as well. But I noticed their little footsteps thing with the visualized sound effects. I'm telling you guys, this option is OP if you're not using it. And I get a little beam, not that much damage, but enough to basically get rid of all of their shield. And I just want to close this fight off quick, so I just come in with the Spider-Man and spray from the side, which I think is the best angle. I think that was the best way I could have played that, because they couldn't have really moved anywhere else, they were trapped. So good play from me. And then decide to move into the next circle, and the Spider-Man mythic cooldown again cooked me, but again it's run out, it's come back now. I could use it, but I decided to just swim rather than getting any attention from using the mythic. And this guy's literally launch padded to glide in behind me. I don't get any visualized sound effects for some reason on this. I don't know why. They get a few shots off on me. I don't know if they just did 50-60 damage or if they only did 20 to 30. I can't remember what HP I was on. And so they start pushing up. Maybe they think I've already swam away, but I just camp here and try and jump to just get a peek. But I tried to jump in a way that, kind of sideways, so I'm not easy to hit. However, I think it's my fault for this fight, because you can see he actually goes completely past me and reacts fast. And I think they would have just kept going had I not shot them. So I probably could have got a better shot if I'd have just been more patient. And unfortunately, this is how the fight goes. They put me really low, I think to around 20 to 30 HP here with an SMG spray. I build out, build high, and then I get chopped. Well, I actually get shot out and I fall to my death. Fucking storm fighting, why? So I rage, but it might have been my fault.
Freak.
It might,
Season 3.
I expected better from a season 3, you know, skin.
Season 3 skin.
To be that deep into the zone, to be honest.
Dimwit. Get to the fucking zone next time.
So yeah, game 6. This again appears to be quite a short game. I think I got tilted. And this one might have been the one where I died to like the anime skin. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one where I died to like the anime kind of Borderlands cartoony skin. So you can see them gliding to the left of the screen. They've got a little bit of a better drop somehow. But again, the plan with these kind of people is I try and get a gun as quick as possible and get damage down before they can shield or anything. I get an MK, my favourite, and somehow my tracking is just a little delayed on them. And they pop 2 minis whilst I have no shield. So, and then they try and go through this like back pyramid up the side, placing little walls very quickly. They're not hitting the weak points on that tree for some reason. But yeah, here I try and just tap fire and get a shot on them. Get 1 shot for 19 damage. And they have a big pot now. I managed to find minis, but they deal damage to me there. You know, 50 damage nearly. So I'm still on 100 after popping minis, and they're on 200. So they start building up. Here I was trying to shoot the ramp out, but I wasn't successful, but I used the MK first. And I died to a... What the fuck is it with these auto shotguns being actually somewhat good for these people? Not really hit for like 10 damage, man. Yeah, so...
What?
The purple shotgun really damaged me for that much from that far away, but to be fair, I only had 100 total.
He's only opened like 2 chests, that's why.
Yeah, so that guy's got stacked loot. He's got 200 HP, 2 chug splashes, minis, and that's where he's only opened like 2 chests. Ridiculous. So that's that game. Game 7 appears to be a bit of a longer game here now. Actually, this is a very long game. I think this is the one, yeah, Island Mansion. And basically me and this guy go back and forth sniping each other for like literally 10 minutes, I swear. So this is a bit of a weird game. So I get the blue SMG here. There's still someone gliding in at the roof. I was going to get shots on them if they came down at ground level, but they went high up. So I think we actually come into contact here. I thought I was going to bump into them here, but nope, they were actually a floor lower. So I use right hand peek here when they brush me. Easy kill. And there we go, I got 50 shield. So there's not many chest spawns this time in the mansion. And next opponent here with the Midas skin type thing, purple Midas, is breaking into the kitchen. I thought they were breaking in, you know, breaking the trees and the fence and stuff, but they're actually in the kitchen right now. And so they build out here and try to find a little opening to, you know, peek upwards, I guess, at me. And so I try and position well here to get a little spray on them. And I put them to half HP. I wanted to aggress here. I only got 110. They defensively build really well, and I can't get shot off on them. They're popping a load of fruit and peppers and stuff, and so now they've actually got very equal HP to me, so I decide to leave this fight, get in the house, and then go to the maze. And yeah, I've now got minis and nearly 150 HP. This guy found a sniper in the garage, goes for a snipe at me. Here, misses. So I thought they actually shot me from the bush, but they only just went into the bush. So I was trying to get shots on, trying to get some high ground so I could actually see them in the bush, but it looks like I wasn't close enough to do so. So I just start emoting to try and pull them out of the bush, but doesn't seem to work. So I think what I end up doing here is actually retreating backwards, trying to pull him out of the bush still here. I'm not trying to get shot, so I just leave here. My builds aren't great, so again, if there was a better way I could have ended this fight, But you can see we're very equal HP. We don't have any SMGs or shotgun, so my guns really aren't good for this fight. And it's just like, how do I beat this guy here? How do I get away from him, or get the kill really? Because then I'd have perhaps full HP if I could not take much damage. So I do a little bit of a clever play perhaps. I move through the house and go counterclockwise around here, thinking that they're still in the bush, but they're actually trying to aggress me, thinking I am perhaps round the back of the house, I'm not sure. So I still think they're in the bush this whole time, and so I'm being very careful, trying to jump and literally being ready to place wall any second if they take a shot, but they don't. And I think here I actually start trying to spray at the water, spray at the bush, because I'm convinced they're just camping in it, but they're not. And this guy managed to find a big, so now he's got HP advantage. And I really want to know where this guy disappears to. You wouldn't believe the amount of times where I'll be fighting someone like this and then they'll just disappear. Okay, now look, I swear he blanked me. That bullet clearly hit me and it didn't do anything. You know, what is that about? Why did he blank me? Anyway, so he blanks me with a body snipe, and then a little bit later I'm pretty sure I blank him with a headshot snipe. So not there, but when he backs off to this little cabin, so we're taking shots at each other, I actually managed to nearly break his shield, and I start moving in. Trying to get info as to where he is, because the visual footsteps make me think he's closer, but actually he's not. Yeah, I did some decent damage there with the MK, just patient tap firing. See, this guy's got meds for days though, he's just used a bloody med spray. And so here I'm trying to hope he peeks and I can just get a snipe on him, but he's looking for me just as much as I'm looking for him. He thinks I'm behind the rock or something, but that's not the case. He nearly hits me there with a snipe through the bush. Fortunately none of those hit, but I'm pretty sure I headshot snipe him here. Maybe it's at another point when he's about to fight another guy, and the guy was actually camping like behind a rock and down here at the water and stuff. In a moment, I think this guy's actually potentially, no, I don't think he's in Storm. I don't know where the other guy came from, but he starts to fight another guy. I do have the POV saved, but just because the editing was getting too complicated, I've not included it in the video. Yeah, so I think the other guy's literally camping behind the rock here. Like here, we're on the water. The guy's behind that wall to the left of me. Literally sitting behind that wall on a ramp. I do a decent beam from high ground. I'm thinking this guy's going to third party though. Maybe I don't even know the guy's there to my left, I'm not sure. Okay, then I do, because I saw footsteps and a healing icon at the same time. So I do some defensive kind of topping away, low ground. I need to farm some mats, so I thought maybe if I could place a water, you know, if I placed a ramp on the top wall and then place another one lower, I could have a decent thing there. Again, I can't connect the snipes on this guy. and he's trying to snipe me here. That should have hit. I think that was maybe what should have been a headshot snipe. I'm sure that should have connected as a headshot snipe. I watched it on his POV on the replay. I'm pretty sure it actually hit him like the body shot. So this guy aggresses and I hit him for 86, and then he kind of stops pushing, and then they have a fight. So I leave. I go to sleepy sound because my white HP isn't great, and I find some small fry. So I pop the med kit and then move to the next circle with the small fry. The guy who just got the kill on him actually takes a truck from next to the store here, you know, the one which has all the food like peppers and stuff that you can get out of it. He actually takes that truck, and I could have took a Lamborghini I think from the town centre area, but I didn't. So I get here, and I think this is the guy who killed the guy I was fighting, and I just hit him for 30 and a grief. Here I wanted to get a shotgun, so I thought maybe if I kill this Mr. Whip or Lil Whip or whatever his name is, he might give me one. I've never done this before, killing one of these AI, but suddenly injured it with the llama guy, and he dropped a blue shotgun, so I tried it. Didn't work. The footsteps thing came up, so I just beamed this guy, really did. However, I play this fight like I've got no mats or something. So I've got high ground here, but for whatever reason when I actually have the height, see, I'm still like quite kind of level ground. I've got high ground still. Here I drop off. I don't know why I drop off, but you can see I got no SMG. And my guns don't have much ammo. I don't even have half shield popped. So yeah, I've only got 100 total HP, and I'm sitting here on the ground like I've got no mats. I thought I could find an angle there, because I could see him, and if I had an SMG I could just jump and spray. Place the box, tried to go for the 50-50 with a shotgun, and missed my shots. But if I'd have put a ramp in there and then edited the ramp, I may have been able to finish him off, because he only had 40 HP. So maybe that's what I should have done. This guy fighting, the guy he's fighting though, was pretty funny. They both choked here, watch. They're both like... I think the guy in the crystal skin actually thought he played, you know, he shot his shotgun but didn't shoot because he swapped too quick. I've had that happen so many times. So game 8 now. This appears to be a very short game as well. I think this one is where a guy lands, gets a kill on spawn, maybe 2 kills on spawn before me, and I get a sniper. Fortunately I navigate around the maze here and find another chest, which gives me a little bit of hope to win this, because it has a Stinger SMG, my favourite. And for some reason there's a Spider-Man mythic icon coming up. I don't know why. Someone must have rushed to get it. And there's a blue shotgun there. And this guy actually comes out of this stairwell. So he has right hand peek here. So I'm being careful. I move down the stairs and somehow he shoots me round the corner, I swear. So it actually shows POV here in full screen. I don't know if the guy had a crazy aim assist, if he was aim hacking, or he just, look, bad ping or what, but he literally shot me through the stairs, I swear. So let me know what you think of that. I might post that somewhere, just as a separate clip, because I really think that was a bit broken. So game 9, I get a little bit fed up. I decided to try and land tilted. I see the amount of people going there. I turn around and I go to this little building. There's no audio for about 10 or 15 seconds here because I had music on between games. There's this flipping, you know, wannabe Ronaldo in the pitch here doing the keep you ups emote, so I just laugh at him. And in a minute we get into a fight with a guy, but I don't know if he got told off by his mom or he had no awareness or what happened, because he was playing well And then I just snuck up behind him and SMG'd him for all his HP. And I think he had like 200 HP. Yeah, 190 HP you can see. So I think I camp behind this bus and I see him. I think I just see him over that edge of that roof. So I just stay here, see what he's doing. And there was someone in the car driving around on the grass. I land the snipe there. Push in with my floors. He moves into the building. I think he's going upstairs in the building, but he doesn't. He just sits on the stairs. And I will replace here, because I think I noticed he was on the other side of the wall. And then what I do is I place some floors, go over him. I know he's literally on the edge of that building. He's not moved. I can see him through the wall there. Mess up the edit and I still just see him like that. And he drops me a gold SMG, so I'm not going to be opposed. I pick up his blue shotgun as well. And this guy, Dark Bomber, who decides to fight me, we end up fighting near a reboot van, so it's a little bit scary. You know, we can't build right around here. So you can see I just start pushing him with the SMG because, you know, he could have got some really free shots. Get stuck in a cone. And I just try and hold high ground. Spray him from above here. Very safe distance. He pushes out where he can't build. I just do a ton of free damage. If I'd have noticed sooner, I could have probably killed him there and then. I was trying to do this phasing trick with the ramp, but I'm not sure if the stop sign in his box failed it. But I did it when I broke the wall. And then he builds up, so I'm getting a bit scared here. For some reason, I lay brick floors on the you know, the road, which is very useful. I don't know why it lets you do that. Here you can see my builds aren't great. I shoot the guy's ramp out, which may have helped me win this fight in overall, because he no longer had high ground and he didn't actually build up. Maybe his maps weren't particularly good. And I just sit in my box here. I think I flipped my ramp to defensively play and then edited up. And at that point the guy started to get nervous or something and went in here to heal. I actually had quite a HP advantage, but yeah, didn't expect him to play so scared. I actually dropped completely off the building here, so I needed to get back up. It was a bad situation for me to be in, but I play it okay. I don't full rush into his face. He could have held right hand peek here around this doorway, but he keeps going down for some reason. At this point I hold right hand peek there, and then he backs off. I just aggress, pickaxe that, and then jump in. Actually, I don't even jump, I just crouch to make myself a little harder to hit, I guess. Then this guy comes along with his Spider-Man mythic, and I should have popped my shield sooner. But fortunately I did build this little mailbox, get the shields off in time. However, yeah, you can see he's clearly got just natural high ground, and does a decent hit to me, and then I don't think I can pop minis. Somehow I managed to get away from that just by jumping. I make a little box, and then he just sprays me through my wall. All I needed to do there was place a stair in my box, but I didn't have a metal. You know, I died to this guy already. I swear I remember his name. I didn't have a metal 10 builds. I mean 10 metal. I could only place wood or brick, and it probably would have chosen wood anyway, so I probably would have died because I hadn't changed it. And finally, game 10. Got about 5 minutes left of this video. So this guy goes for a little jump no scope, misses. I hit him with the pistol for 27. Chase it, try and get a no scope on him. It doesn't connect. Very good, evasive movement from this guy. But I take my time, pick up that chest, find a cut off on him there, and do another 54 damage. So he is 1 shot, 2 shots away from death. I break this tree and see a little hole in the ground. I jump in. He doesn't place a wall there, and that's what kills him. If he had, yeah, he had 74 wood that I picked up, so he had enough for one more wall there, and it would have stopped me. Okay, and then here, for some reason, I could hear someone, you know, and it was showing on the visual thing that there was someone below me. So what I did is I just tried to stay on height, try and pull them out, you know. But you can see here they're just stuck in the corner of the building, and so I eventually decided I've had enough and I go down and face them, even though I don't have an SMG. I only have a green pistol and a grey shotgun, but I've been doing some decent damage with the pistols for some reason. I find them very good. It does reward good aim, the pistols. So yeah, I did consider opening the chest that's below me, but I didn't want this guy getting away. So I tried to scare him by just breaking into the building here. I noticed that cone, which probably means he's under there. So I just placed the cone there so he can't do anything funny. And he was actually hiding behind the pillar, but I noticed he's there behind that wall. You can see him very clearly. So I just hide the POV for a second, and when I think time has come, I just spray that wall. Here I try not to get pieced, you know. I just place that stair sideways so that it's a dodgy angle for him, and maybe a right hand peek for me. But yeah, as you might have seen, I moved backwards there when he pushed, just so he couldn't close the wall behind me and trap me. Here he could have psychoed and ran out of his box and I'd have read it, so I just moved back, create that distance. I get stuck under a ramp, and so I just leave. There's some guy just driving back and forth down the road in a car for some reason, and they now must be in the building as well. And there's a guy on the hill there trying to shoot. I don't know why they didn't hit me. So this guy I think just hides in the building somewhere. But I noticed this person, and I swear it was a blue skin, but it must have been the effects of that barrel. And then their loot gets stuck in the roof. I've seen this on a comp stream by Polarized. It gets stuck in the roof sometimes when they were box fighting. I don't know why. Yeah, it's quite annoying to get the loot out of this little area of the thing. You see, I have to destroy that wall to actually... Okay, so I think here I'm trying to look for the guy who is spraying from the hill, and I can't figure out where they are, so I go to perhaps see what other floor loot chests there are still not taken, and this guy was still camping in the building, aiming down his shotgun. You know, he's clearly not a very confident player. I just start emoting, trying to pull him out. Maybe I'm getting the visualize thing, but I can't see because of the POV blocking, and it does become one point when I'm literally emoting next to him and they're probably thinking this guy is hacking, like he's got wall hacks, but no, it's just I knew that there was some camping in there, and so I just took a guess. I'm a savage. You'll see here. That's so close. I'm a savage. Fortunately I reacted really fast, and had I done that edit quicker, I was being cautious that, you know, they weren't just gonna try and take a fight there. And yeah, as you can see, I've not got any extra shields, and I've only got 30 shields, so I'm being very cautious. This guy actually has 200 HP, so unfortunately you'll see I actually lose this fight. and it's quite annoying because again they've somehow finessed me with the crouch. I didn't even know they left, but they did. So I'm emoting here, and I lose 40 HP. I thought they're hiding behind the orange part, but they're actually, yeah, they are. I thought they were hiding behind the tree somehow. And yeah, here they just somehow get behind me whilst I'm trying to SMG, and then they emote as if they really did something good there, but they were just playing like a pussy, to be honest. I don't know. And yeah, that's the end of the tournament for me. As you can see, 6 elimination points, 49 placement. In the last tournament, I got 16 eliminations and 70 for placement. So I got 86 last time with the top 4% or top 3%. Here it's top 16%, and that was like an hour after the thing had finished because I'd recorded all of these replays. As you can see, there's several people who got 10 to 14, 10 kill games, 12, 14, 15, even 20 bombs, and somehow they're in contender. I guess they're smurfing, and I just think that's stupid. I wish I could drop 10 plus kill games, but I can't. So you'll hear Stallzy from the future in a second, and I go to check if the arena points have been added, and yeah, I'm on 4.8k. I haven't played again since. So there we go. It looks like we got 200 hype the cup, which is pretty good, to be honest. I thought I'd be in the bottom one. So just hit 5,000 next time I play arena. But for now, I'm going to edit this together, and yeah, hopefully it won't take too much time, and it will be up a few days later, hopefully. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and a comment, and hopefully I don't know if anyone can give me any advice on how I could have played things better. I guess I've done it myself while I was commentating, but yeah, I think the main thing for me to do now is actually play the game. I've been running out of storage space because I've been recording at 50,000 bitrate on OBS. Perhaps I should lower that. But it's what I used to do with my shadow play, but obviously I'm recording every single moment. There are some ways to do it with OBS, so it does the last 5 minutes and stuff. But yeah, I might do that if it's not a tournament. I'm not sure, but I'm just moving stuff around. I do have a few terabytes of space. Like I have almost a fresh 10 terabyte drive, which has got nearly 8 terabytes of free space, so I just need to move things around. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more Fortnite content, and hopefully I'll keep improving. So yeah, I'm out. Peace.